All right, welcome back, guys. We have issue 17. I'd like to let y'all know in this one, we're going to do something really cool, man. Really cool. We're getting moving along here. We got 59, 60, 61, and 62. We're going to be further working on that backseat cabin area. And I think we're going to love this video today, guys. So without further ado, let's get on down to the bench because I'd like to start putting in our little objects here. All right, guys. So we're going to begin our adventure here. First things first, we're going to go ahead and grab our little main box piece, and we're going to put it down just like so. Then after that, we're going to grab pieces 59 Bravo, and these are these two pieces. All right. So apparently we have some extras because guess what, guys? We got to make another box. So be ready to use another set. We have these two pieces, they're going to slide in. Then we're going to grab our screws here, which are the IP screws, and then we're going to grab this panel and we're going to put it on top. So I'm going to go ahead, put this box together, put our 4 IP screws in, and then once we do that, we'll go over to step 2 and we're going to build our second box. And there you have it, guys. Our box is now completed with all of the little pinholes and everything still available. So now we'll leave this piece alone and we're going to put it right here. And now I'm going to bring back our other piece. Okay, guys, so I've brought back our other pieces. I've laid them out on how they're going to go. The only thing is we're just going to show you how they slide in, and then this piece will be left behind, so we'll only have these. When you put it together, these 3 holes, or these little holes on the side, are going to be facing towards you, and then the flat side with nothing on it faces away from you. You also have this one little dot here. You want that side towards you, and these 3 here facing away from you. So what we're going to do is place this nice and easy on the inside. Okay, that fits right in there nice and snug. And then you got this one nice and snug. That leaves this box and this off to the side, leaving those holes available to you. And that is the end of stage 59. So what we're going to do now is skip on over to stage 60. So here we have it, guys. Stage 60 is now here and available for us. So what we're going to do is, without further ado, we're going to basically separate our screws. You know, those are it. We got some silver screws, so that's going to be interesting. So what I like to do off the side is I just put them up here, put them facing us. So our first pieces that we're going to be grabbing is just going to be our box, okay? Then our little panel here, we're going to grab that. And then we have our little gold piece here. And that's just going to stick right in. So we're going to grab that piece. And then we're going to go back and we're going to grab that panel that we had from the last stage. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces, I have our AP screws ready to go, have our panels, everything that we need. So we take 60A and then we're going to turn it around to this side. Okay, and we have this end here. Now these ones, okay, are obviously going to fit into these 2 holes. So what you want to do to line it up according to the picture is all the flat sides will be to the top, and then we're going to take this green piece and we're going to face it towards us, so that way this upper piece is going to connect in with this piece. So we're just going to go ahead, lock these in. You're going to push right in. Once these push in, guys, that's it. They're in there, okay? So now that this piece is all pushed in, we have a little box. So the next phase is obviously to put in our little piece here. So we're going to take our piece here and we're going to go ahead and mount it in. All right. This one might be a little finicky, so don't fray, don't be worried. It's just the way that it goes. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to place it in. It has to fit flush on this panel, okay? All right, and so now our panel piece is in and as flush as we can get it, or at least that they allow us to get it. It doesn't really go too far in. Not sure why. I'm not sure, but it's about as close as we're gonna get. All right. I've tried pushing on it like a lot, and sometimes it just doesn't want to. Oh, well, look at that. Huh. Well, look at that. It went in. Okay. Well, then maybe, hey, we're good. So the only thing left now is you see our little dot piece here and the little dot here. Now we're just going to line this up facing this half towards these two. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead, get those AP screws, screw them in on this side, and then we'll be done with stage one, or step one, I should say, because stage one was way back, guys. So now we're done with our stage, or I should say our step one. So what we're going to do now is we have 4 IP screws, and they're going to go into these slots. Now these IP screws will be the black ones, and then we're going to screw them in. But what we have to do is we have to bring back that other piece that we had before. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mount that back on. Now just remember, you got these holes, they face towards you, flat side faces away. That's just how it shows it in the book. You can do it however you'd like. Just make sure you end up the same way. All right, and then you're going to put this right on top. Once you have it on top, you grab yourself your IP screws and you put them in. Now for step 2, that is all completed right there. Everything is mounted nice and neat. Now comes the big part, okay, guys? And this is going to be quite the adventure here for step 2, because we're going to get our GP screws, which are these nifty little suckers right here. They're silver in color, and we're going to apply them to our next piece. So let's get on with that. So here's our big adventure, guys. Okay, we have our panel, and what's going to happen is we're going to be putting this panel just like so, and they're going to connect the 2 boxes. And once those 2 boxes are connected by the GP screws that we have here, which I've put here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 3 here and 3 here. So that's 3 here, 3 here. They'll connect. Once those 2 are connected, we will have our UHF signal and power distribution unit and peripheral device closer and closer to getting it fully completed for this stage 60 here. All right, so without further ado, I'll put that together. There we have it, guys. It's all set up and it's all done. So we have our 2 boxes. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Everything's coming across really nice. I really like how they have the intricate details of letting you know the power distribution and all that. And you can actually read these things, which is kind of cool. But once you put it in the car, I don't know if we're going to be able to read it or not. But this is pretty cool. Okay, so our next adventure here for stage 60 is to place these in. All right, these are our metal little pieces here, and what we're going to do is line them up nice and neat. So all we have to do is screw them in. So what we're going to do is put the fitting the support struts in, and we're going to do that on this side, and then we're going to repeat the process on the other side. Total of about 16 KP screws. All right, so as stage 3 here, or step 3, I don't know why I keep saying stage in this video. Something's weird. But I've managed to get all the screws in. So you get 4 on top, 4 on the bottom, and then you got 4 on top, all right, and 4 on the bottom. Okay, so once you have that done, our next adventure is the facing of this. Okay, so you have your parts here, okay, which are 60G. We're going to place those in, and the way that they go in is all these switches need to be in the in the down position, and then you place them into these 6 slots. So I'm going to take all 6 of these, disconnect them from the bar here, and they are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to put them in there. Then after that, I'm going to come back and I'm going to take this, all right, off the bar, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 8. So you're going to have basically E and F, and the way that they are is they switch off. So you're going to go with starting from here, you're going to go 60E, then F, then E, and then F, and then down here at the bottom, same thing, E, F, E, F. All right, so that's going to be how you do it. Okay, so of course, you folks at home, you can kind of mix and match these. They're all the same length. I don't see the reason why we can't just do that, but hey, it is what it is. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing uh, our numbers here. Okay, and like I said, it's the same thing. All right, except for these are all G because they're all labeled 1 through 6. So that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these in. And there you have it. All 6 of them are in there. I use this to snip them off the tree, and I use the screwdriver to kind of help me push them in. They will click into place. Once they do that, they don't come out, guys. So that's a bonus. So now we're going to move on with these. Okay, and there it is. They're all done. I use the top half of the screwdriver to really push them in. That was pretty easy after that. They snug right in. And there is a difference on the top half. So you'll notice that the 2 long ones will go here and here, and then the short ones will go here and here. And then the same thing, long, short, long, short. So if you ever get lost or whatever, just remember that's the order. When you look on the video, on the pictures here, kind of shows it a little bit, but only at an angle. So I kind of tried to copy that as best I could. But the tree's all done. I still use my little handy dandy tool to take it off. So the next part is to bring back one of our pieces from the earlier stage of this video and then get ready to mount this onto it. Okay, now we have all of our pieces. What we're going to do is we're going to take our piece here. Now there's a little hole here and a little I guess a little thing to lock it in, so that way you know which way is the right way to put it on, so you're not guessing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mount this. I'm gonna put 4 KP screws in here, 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 and here, and then we're gonna come underneath here, and we're told to put in some AP screws. So I got some over here for once we get the 4 that are needed to be here. Alrighty. Alright, so now that we have all that completed, it's pretty easy. We're gonna go ahead and right now we have our KP screws that we just put in. So now we have to go underneath and put in our AP. So now that the AP screws are done, we're pretty much done with that part of figure B for step 5. So now figure C is we're going to grab 3 more AP screws, and we're going to go ahead and knock that out. And by putting in those AP screws, we're going to go ahead and place them in. They're going to go into these 3 holes here. So we're going to have to bring back our back seat. So I've brought back the back seat section here. This car is going to get pretty big. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take our piece, okay, and we're going to install it. When we install it now, there's no extra paneling. We have all these free little holes here, but we have 3 holes that they're going to go in, and that's these here. Now, we're still using our screwdriver that we got in issue 1. Not using anything special. Alright, so you don't have to go out and buy special tools. Now, of course, if you got bigger hands than me, you might want to get a bigger one, but for now, this will work. So we're just gonna line it right up. Okay, it's gonna fit those little slots that are here, and yeah. So we've got the little slots. They're all there. Okay. Ah, there it is. All right. Took me a second to lock it into place. Now that we have those inside of our slots, I'm gonna go ahead and put the AP screws in those three slots. And there it is, guys. Everything is put in. This is looking really good. So hang in there, guys. We still have stages 61 and 62 to do to kind of really fill out this back seat area. I can't wait till we get this part in. This is going to be great because then we're going to start working on some more of this, and then we'll start moving on and hopefully start seeing the exterior of the car at some point. So hang in there, guys. Let's go on to step 61. All right, and here's a nice good piece of stage 61. We have our speaker box and all that we're going to put in together, and we have some DP screws and some EP screws. The EP screw will be for the speaker, and then we're going to use the DP screws to attach this to that back seat area. Now 61 and 62 will be the same thing, so pretty much I do have stage 62 right here. It's all the same pieces. So what we're going to do is pretty much put these two pieces on and put them together all in one quick series. That way you guys can see the finished product at the end of this video. Alright, so what I've done is put our speaker and attached it to the speaker box. Now that that's all done, I've put the EP here, and then we have these two holes here. These two holes will then line up with this. So basically you're just going to take it and line it right up, and it should fall right into place without any issues. Alright, once that's all done, then we move on to the next stage and attach this to the back of the vehicle. There it is. It is all attached in and all good to go. So now we're set. So we're going to do our next step here, or well, I should say our next step, but our next step is to add it on to the back side. So what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to go ahead and do 62 right away. So that way we're doing 61 and 62 and attaching them to the back of the back seat together at the same time, just so we can expedite it, because I don't want to do just one side and then do the other in the sequence that they show in the book, because I think it's a little better that way. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go in the background, and in the background I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I just did here. That way when we do the next one, you'll be seeing me put the pieces in, and we'll be good to go. And then that should conclude the video, because there's nothing else left to do for this issue after that. But stay tuned, there could be more. Okay, and both of our pieces are completed and good to go. So now our next step is to bring back our backseat area and attach these with them DP screws, which I have both packets of DP screws to do both sides. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out real quick. So here's where all the pieces are going to go for this side. All right, and then we're going to take and get the other panel and we'll put it on the other side. Rule of thumb, just so you know, on the book, the speaker will be towards the back end. It'll not be in the back seat area like up around here. It's going to be back here. So I'm going to grab my DP screws, go ahead and put them in, and we'll move on to our next phase. And now we have one side done. So I'm going to go ahead and take our other panel. I'm going to put that in, and it's going to look really sharp, guys. And we're moving along. And there it is, guys. Look at that. It is all done. We now have our interior pretty much starting to look really good back here, guys. I'm pretty impressed with that. So with this, I'd like to end this video and let you guys know that we got more coming. We still have their next issue coming and everything. So once again, thank you guys for stopping by the Thompson Model Shop and watching this video. And if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we hope to see you here on the next adventure of Build the Ecto-1. And, well, I gotta go, guys, so keep on modeling out there. See you on the next video.